Did Vortex change the game for pistol optics? No, they didn't. But they may have their first true home run of a micro red dot. Now, Vortex has tried a lot and put out absolute garbage. And just when I thought that they may be immune from learning from their mistakes, they may have actually gotten it right. I'll start with some thoughts on red dots, and I promise I'll make this quick. But if I'm going to be providing data and info to potential buyers, I feel like it's important that I make it clear where I come from. I was one of the late adopters on pistol red dots, and when I finally did get around to it, within 200 rounds I was sold on it. Being able to stay target focused is a boon, especially when your eyes start to age and don't focus at different distances as fast. The smaller aiming point makes precision far easier and eliminates a lot of excuses for poor marksmanship. And finally, enclosed red dots will always and forever be better than open emitters. Anyway, back to the Venom. The Vortex Venom in broad strokes is an enclosed optic that is offered in 3 and 6 MOA dot sizes. Right now it seems to be only available in red, but Vortex may offer it in green in the future. That being said, I'm one of the odd few who prefers red. It uses a Delta Point Pro footprint for mounting and comes with screw sets for just about any pistol out there. On a side note, if you're making an optics cut pistol, and you don't use a thread pitch that is already inside of a Vortex mounting kit, you're wrong and you need to fix yourself. The 8 daylight settings are plenty bright, even with the desert sun burning above, and the buttons are top mounted on the Venom. It tips the scales at 1.75 ounces, but let's really dig into it. I got a sneak peek of the Venom before it was released, and I was thrilled to see it was enclosed. And even happier that the old Venom line was dead. The old Venom had a weird footprint and trash brightness and was finicky to zero, and you had to re-zero it with every battery change. Luckily, all those problems are fixed with the Vortex Venom that just came out. The battery is accessed through the side with a provided tool. I would have preferred that I didn't need to use the included tool to change the battery in the field, and the cap's not even knurled, but I do have to remind myself that this is a budget-minded optic. The new footprint is a major improvement. The Delta Point Pro is not as widespread as the RMR, but systems like the M&P, Echelon, and the Ruger RXM that I used all readily adapt to it. I really have liked the Ruger RXM, and you're going to be seeing this a lot more as it's becoming something of a reference pistol for me. SIG also uses the Delta Point Pro, but I just can't be bothered with anything SIG has out right now. So I paused for some fairly big news for the channel. I've entered into the Eclipse Holsters affiliate program. I got my first Eclipse holster back in 2021, and I've pretty much exclusively carried in their holsters since. At this point I have 6 holsters and 1 dump tray from them, and they're all phenomenal quality. They have a huge selection of colors and patterns, which I absolutely love, as I've grown very tired of wearing nothing but green or black my entire adult life, and teal scrubs for that matter too. Shipping is lightning fast. Most orders will ship within 1 to 3 days after the order. Use code UPSPIN for 5% off your order with Eclipse holsters. And keep an eye out for their holiday sales too, where you can save even more. I don't necessarily care that I get credit for this. I just want you guys to get great gear at a good price. The top mounted buttons are sturdy enough and have audible and tactile clicks for every adjustment. I really don't think inadvertent activation of the controls will be a problem with the Venom. The dot is bright and crisp enough for even the brightest of environments. Aimpoint will still be the gold standard for dot crispness, and I do have a slight astigmatism, so you may want to seek out somebody who is blessed with good eyes to get a better feel for that. I don't quite get a co-witness on the RXM because the body is just a little bit too tall. But given that most other enclosed optics have to use an adapter plate, I think there are other systems that will get a good co-witness with this. Battery life sits at 20,000 hours according to the literature, but this is going to change based on brightness and usage. The shake awake feature may extend that a bit. Now, I have been able to beat the shake awake feature once by very gingerly picking it up. But every time I've drawn it from my Eclipse holster's Kydex holster, the dot has been on. I really do like shake awake features because I feel a little bit more confident with my annual battery changes. That being said, I also understand why companies like Trigicon refuse to do it. But since I'm not in combat anymore, I'll stick with shake awake. The window is one of the larger ones on the market, and I found it very easy to get acquisitions with it. I've posted some of my best times in build drills, failure drills, and box target drills, a drill I developed for myself with the Vortex Venom. I've used some higher priced enclosed optics on the square range, and honestly the Venom does keep up with them. I'm not sure if it will stand up to truly hard use. You're going to have to go look at Aaron Cowan with Sage Dynamics to get a truly brutal review of this thing. Vortex does make a higher priced one called the Defender, and if this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll go ahead and buy one and burn it down for you. The Venom may be the most affordable enclosed good quality sight out there. On the YouTube friendly international chicken nugget scale, it comes in right at 200 chicken nuggets. And with the Venom, I'm happy with every single chicken nugget that I spent on it. If you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you. I started the Upspin project so I'd have a little bit more creative freedom, and as such, some of the videos are a little bit more experimental. If this content is helpful or enjoyable to you, go ahead and leave a like and then subscribe. If you think I'm a jackwagon, go ahead and tell me in the comments. I want this content to be enjoyable for you to watch and fun for me to film. Vortex may have found the winner they want with the Venom. I've really struggled to find anything I can complain too loudly about on it. It's not perfect, but for 90% of people out there, it's going to do everything they need. If it was my agency's budget, I'd probably look somewhere else, but given that it's my budget, I'm really impressed with the way it's performed. It seems like Vortex finally has a pistol optic that is the equal of their rifle optics line.